Welcome to iLembe, a world-class African destination. As we journey through the long road to freedom, we come to realize how many signposts there are in iLembe. It is these signposts that not only remind us of past struggles, but serve to illuminate the present and inspire future generations. Now is the time for us as South Africans to reclaim and rewrite our history.
The strategic focus of the National Digital Repository is to collect, digitize and disseminate South Africa's culture, heritage and arts.
Well, it is commonly known that iLembe district is rich in cultural history.
That we have King Shaka as king of the Zulu nation. He was the most feared leader, and he's buried here in KwaZulu-Natal, so we're very lucky to have him with us. And then Chief Albert Lutuli, who's also here as well.
This history has never been collected in a digitized format. So part of the central objective of this project is to ensure that this information is collected in a digitized format so that it can be used by future generations.
We wanted to make sure that we involve young people and train them within the context of this project to provide them with skills. Secondly, to make sure that in the process they are able to learn their own culture and their own heritage.
In the country, we are short of stories that are told by local people. Everything comes from outside the country. We understand that we are part of the global village. But in the global village, I think as Africans, we also have our role to play, and we also have our story to tell. And I think this will be the opportunity for us as iLembe district to tell our story. A story collected by Africans, produced by Africans, edited by Africans, and more importantly, young South Africans.
Now is the time for us as the united people of iLembe to soak ourselves in our incredible physical location, the natural wonders that surround us, and the figures in history who not only made their mark in iLembe, but on the global stage. We live in the district where King Shaka, through a combination of guile, power and imagination, gathered a scattered people into a formidable political and economic force.
Isenta lethu shuthi isedlinzeni lenkosi uShaka shuthi ke le center yenzelwa ukuthi abonke abavakashi abafika abazela edlinzeni bathola ulwazi mayelana nomlando wenkosi uShaka sukela ekuzaleni kwakhe kuze kufika la esikhathini la khotha makhona.
Njengamanje sikhona emzini wenkosi uShaka kwaDukuza. Inkosi uShaka wayevela kwaBulawayo. Efika lapha ngonyaka ka1820. Wathi mayifika kule ndawo iyihlathi elikhulu kungekho mize khona eyakhiwe la. Kungekho mgwaqo, kungekho lutho. Wafika inkosi uShaka wakha umuzi wakhe onamaqhugwane awu-2000. Uthi indawo ngoba yengenalo igama, kufanele aqambe lo muzi wakhe athi kwaDukuza, ngoba uma uhambe ehlathini uhamba udukuza ehlathini. Uthi uma usuqhamuka usubona lo mzi omkhulu oyisithumthumu, usuqala ukwethuka usubona ukuthi awunanku umuzi wenkosi uShaka. Into ebalekile ngale ndawo yakwaDukuza iLembe, siphethe umlando wenkosi uShaka. Umlando namhlanje ongasatholakala indawo, kodwa la kwaDukuza ufika uthole mawufika khona. Kwakuneyindawo owayivakashela kuzona uma ngabe eyogeza, ngoba inkosi yayingageza ekhaya, wayigeza emfuleni okuthiwa imbozamo. Wawuthi uma ufika kule ndawo ufike ukhuleke eqala uthi wena wendlovu ukuthi bayede. Uma usukhulekileke kule ndawo ebese usondela la uzobuka la kogeza khona inkosi iLembe. Yona ndawo ke yayigeza kuyona ithi manje seligezileke iLembe kule ndawo abese likhuphuka uma ngabe selomila amanzi bese liyawuphuza phezulu lapha entabeni kunomthombo walo okhona lapha yana la liphuza khona amanzi. Lo mthombo ke ubalekile, kwakumthombo lo wawuphuza iLembe nomlando kokhona lapha yokukhombisa ngempela ukuthi iLembe laliphumula khona kunomqopho onyawo la olukhona lapho liqoshiwe kulona itshe leliya.
Igama leyiziba lezi kuthiwa ushushu ngoba kuyabila. Uma kuzwakala-ke ngokomlando ngoba nami ngimfishane, engathi indlovukazi le eMnandi wake wageza la mhlambe lokho emqondweni wethu noma kungagcwele kahle kukhombisa ukuthi kwake inhlanhla lesasinikezwe umvelinqanga. Ukugeza nje la kungase kube into ebusisekile ngendlela okuyikho.
Engathi ngiyakwazi ngiyakuzwa bekusho ukuthi indawo noba ukuvela kwegama leli ukuthi indonda kusuka sikuthola ngokomlando ukuthi kwakuwumuzi wenkosi uMpande owayenamadodana amabili. Kwaba khona ke umbango phakathi kwenkosi kwendodana yakhe uMbuyazi nendodana yakhe inkosi uCetshwayo endonda kusuka. Yabe sekuyaliwa ke okwalelwa ke phezulu kwentaba lezi eduze komzi wenkosi indonda kusuka emfuleni yaphoseka ke othukela. Kusho ukuthi ke kwaba ke ukuphela ke kwempi yamadodana. Kwasho ukuthi ke indodana ke uCetshwayo sokuyena ke osethatha ubukhosi.
We live in the glow of one of the greatest Africans of the 20th century, Chief Luthuli. Despite bannings and imprisonment, he kept the faith and received the Nobel Prize for Peace.
Well, the Luthuli Museum is one of the legacy projects. It was opened in 2004. And the museum actually includes the house of Chief Albert Luthuli. What the visitor will find is an exhibition within the house that tells the story of Chief Luthuli's life. United Congregational Church of Groudville, which is the church that Chief Luthuli attended. He was a lay preacher at the church, was very actively involved within the Congregational Church, and his gravesite is also at the church, as well as the gravesite of his wife, Nokukanya. And then we also have the accident site, which is at the railway line where Chief Luthuli was allegedly struck by a train.
Chief Albert Luthuli. 41 years have passed since the demise of Chief Albert Luthuli, but his spirit lives on. Let us reflect on his life, the contribution he made to humanity, and how he helped uplift our communities. Many people are not aware amongst Chief Albert Luthuli's passions was the game of soccer. In his moving biography, Let My People Go, he reveals this passion. Throughout the autobiography, Chief Albert Luthuli pays much attention to soccer as South Africa bursts in the glory of the Rugby World Cup victory and looks forward to the 2010. It is an appropriate time for iLembe district to pay homage to the likes of Chief Albert Luthuli, through whom soccer was transformed from a mission school part-time for the elite, and insisting at the same time that the sport was inextricably linked to the struggle for freedom.
Both Chief Luthuli and King Shaka will be proud that iLembe is one of the fastest growing municipalities in the province of KwaZulu Natal. They will be proud too that the European influences and the Afrikaner culture and language is harnessed into a broader South Africanism. we remember with awe and wonder the journey of Indian indentured laborers whose sacrifice and fortitude is still visible in the sugar plantations and places of worship.
Kearsley Manor started off with Mr. Hewlett's, Mr. Sir Lee Hewlett's. He bought this ground in the 1860s. Basically, sugarcane was started in this area by Mr. Sir Lee Hewlett's, the whole founder of the Tongass Hewlett Group. Him and his sons built this house in 1870. The building design and the architecture on this property is all imported from England by boat. The chapel was actually a wooden iron building. It was also built in the 1800s.
The Shembe Church celebrates 100 years of veneration, a powerful combination of Christian values and Zulu culture, living testament to the meshing of traditions.
As the country hosts the first ever Soccer World Cup on African soil in 2010, the church will be celebrating its centenary year of the Ntlangakazi Mountain devotion. On the right bank of the Tugela River is the national monument, the ultimatum tree. It was in the shade of this very tree on the 11th of December 1878 that a representative of the British governor, Sir Bartley Farrer, met a Zulu delegation led by King Cetshwayo and presented them with an ultimatum. Part of the ultimatum required the Zulus to demobilize their standing army. The British used non-compliance as an excuse to attack the Zulus and end their independence.
Come visit iLembe district, a district that hugs the Indian Ocean and is strategically located between two major ports in Africa, Durban and Richards Bay. The African sun shines on iLembe. As the sons and daughters of the area, let us embrace each other, and together let us embrace the world.